I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. Connect with me on Patreon. Much more deep insights on Vedic astrology and lot more secrets will be shared there. Aries. Now for Aries, Saturn moves to Uttara Bhadrapada in your 12th house, which is greatly associated with your psychological well-being, with your overseas challenges, or with the isolation and with something that is connected to Navy and Merchant Navy. So if you are connected to some sort of transportation, or if you are into goods and logistics, if you move shipments across the globe, if you are into exports and imports, if you are like a scientist working in Antarctica, if you want to isolate yourself, this is the time for you. Now 12th house Uttara Bhadrapada energies definitely wants you to travel to a distant place and situate yourself there and try to think deeply on your life's next steps. So for Aries ascendant and even Aries moon sign, you need to consider Saturn's energies as a vital force, and you need to deeply think about your career, because career is about to take the biggest turn of your life. 10th and 11th Lord going in the 12th house on one side may mean that you are traveling abroad, but also mean that you are compromising, because your Labhasthana Swami, 11th Lord, goes in the Sthan of Vyaya, expense house, 12th house. Charity and donation is mandatory for Aries ascendant and Aries moon sign natives, because the energies of the 12th house will take away something from your life. If you really want to enjoy your life, you need to give up something. So focus on the essentials and carry what you are supposed to carry. As the energy, from the energy perspective, you need to meditate, you need to heal yourself, and you need to save your expenses, plan your expenses in such a way that your income is more than what you can spend. Unnecessary spending should stop. Saturn in 12th house also means that you need to take care of your feet and ankles, and any pain or any problem in around that area of the body may sound problems, especially if you are an elderly person. Mobility can become an issue. So in all these cases, yoga, pranayam and basic routine exercises will be really helpful. Taurus. Now for Taurus, Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada is in the 11th house. Now understand the importance of the 11th house. It's about your gain, it's about your network, it's about your wholesome effort and the phala, karma phala. That means all your efforts that you have put in for so many years and so many days needs to show its results now, and that is exactly what will happen. But for this, old karmic alliances will be closed, new alliances will be formed, and there can be huge karmic shift. It also means that some of your old friends may still remain friends but may not remain a business partner, and new chance and new opportunities will come your way. 11th house Saturn is very good. Why? Because it is 2nd from 10th and 3rd from 9th. So both 9th and 10th Lord goes in the 11th house. And in Uttara Bhadrapada, it is a huge karmic shift. So if you are stuck in a situation in life, especially if you have planets in Gandmula Nakshatra. Which are the Gandmula Nakshatra? Mula Nakshatra, Jeshta Nakshatra, Ashlesha, Magha, and Aries and Pisces conjunction, which is Revati and Ashwini. These are the 6 Gandmula Nakshatra. If you have planets in these nakshatra, the karma associated with these planets may finish according to your age and how much time you have given to the karma. And if that happens, you will automatically see a positive shift in your life. But you will have to take great care of your health. Don't trust anybody. Be very practical and be very methodical. Whatever you do, you have to meticulously plan every detail and take one step at a time. Trying to be random and trying to be in a hurry can spoil a lot of things. Remember that Rahu is still in Purva Bhadrapada in 11th house. Until Rahu reaches your 10th house, career may be dicey, may be in question. Allow Rahu to enter the 10th house, Ketu to enter the 4th house, and then the chance that you may travel overseas for career, or you may go into an MNC, you may fulfill your long-term dream is very much possible. Until then, show patience and show courage. Also, help people around you, go for community service and try to see if your presence is changing someone's life, because that will be your role. Now, if anybody is involved in Saturn related career, mining related industry, oil and natural gas, somebody who is into the energy sector, the geothermal sector, someone who is scientist, someone who is into healing, wellness, yoga, will see great boost in their career. Even someone who is into aesthetically promoting someone's health will also be seeing a great boost, but nonetheless it will be slow and steady. One of the remedy for this will be praying to Bhagavan Shani Dev and offering water to Shivling, chanting Om Namah Shivaya and doing basic Shani Shanti. Gemini. Now for Gemini, Saturn will be in your 10th house. A 10th house Saturn is very, very important to understand the responsibilities in your career. People will be dependent on you. You will be given a lot of responsibility and you will have to prove yourself. Uttara Bhadrapada is also about to prove your worth, to prove your ability. Now when Saturn goes in the 10th house in Uttara Bhadrapada, and remember Rahu is in Purva Bhadrapada and will be in Purva Bhadrapada for quite some time, this means that this will test your patience and test your ability, and you will be given a lot of challenging situation in work. And once you prove yourself, the growth is limitless, the success is limitless. This also means that the environment in your office front may be more, I will say, non-enjoying. It will be more mundane, it will be more mechanical in nature. There will be more of work, boredom may kick in, lethargy may kick in, and you might see that something is slowing you down, as if you are drowning. You're drowning in the load of work. You need to manage your work-life balance. 10th house Saturn in Pisces may also mean that you are actually getting rusted by doing the same thing, and you might feel that you need a big change, and this emotion that you deserve a change or you need a change, maybe this is coming from the monotonous work that you do or the salary that you are getting. Whatever be the case, a career change is inevitable. Now what should you do? You should work with your 200% and prove your position, prove your worth, but don't expect immediate appreciation. Just continue what you're doing and you will get proper results, but it will take some time. Time is also your biggest friend, but also your biggest enemy. In this case, praying to Bhagwan Kal Bhairav by chanting Kal Bhairav Ashtakam is a very good remedy. Cancer Ascendant. For Kark Lagan, Saturn will move in Uttara Bhadrapada in your 9th house, which is about your belief system. It is also about your mentors, your father, Guru. And Shani in this nakshatra will make you go deeper into the concepts of philosophy and spirituality. So if you're connected to wellness industry, if you're connected to orthopedics, if you are a doctor, if you're a healer of any kind, if you're into psychiatrist, if you're a counselor, this is going to be a very, very positive move for you career-wise. Also, you will be able to help a lot of people because a lot of you will be under a lot of questions, dharma sankat, crossroads, which path to follow. And in such a case, you must take the guidance of a eligible mentor, guru, your father, or somebody whom you can trust. If you don't know anybody, take professional help. Uttara Bhadrapada is the nakshatra connected with Ahir Budhanya. This is a nakshatra which is deeply rooted into your belief system, and which means when Saturn goes there, it is going to make you question your belief system. Your condition will be like Arjun in the battlefield, unable to fight with his own family members. It is when he asks this question that I am unable to. And then Bhagwan Krishna says that this is Dharma Yuddha. And then we see Bhagavad Gita pouring out for us. So you can understand the importance of Shani in the 9th house. On the health side, this can create lower back pain, this can create spine injuries, and this can create some sort of frustration that can develop within you. So don't allow the frustration to develop. Questions must be asked. but in a proper manner, in a proper channel. Also, when you see things not going your way or not going as per what you have believed in your life, don't get frustrated. Success will come. It will take time. There is a little bit of delay. And remember, a 9th house is a kind of a house which has never given negativity to anybody. It is just that it is the house of dharma and you have to follow the path of dharma, which also means that you will be brought to justice, good or bad. So don't do anything that is going against the law. Try to follow the law, try to follow the rules. The more rule-based citizen you will become, the more dharmic citizen you will become, the better your life will be. Also, charity, donations and community service, a humanitarian service is the need of the hour. From the career perspective, foreign travels, traveling to long distance places is on the cards, but there can be unnecessary expenses. I will say that this is the kind of a time when you prove that your belief is right. But the way you prove should be as per dharma, not the path of adharma. This is dharma yuddha for you. Let's see which side you take. From the perspective of remedy, you should chant Om Namah Shivaya or Mahamrityunjay mantra and try to have solid belief and don't let the negativity seep in and destroy your confidence. Be very happy. Try to remember your positive points and your achievements. List down your achievements and keep reminding yourself that you are capable and you can do things, and it will produce positive results for you and the family and society. Leo. Now in case of Leo, this is going to be a very much needed transformation that you can't avoid. Why? Because Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada will be in your 8th house. 8th house is the house that represents unexpected changes of life. It represents the mental and financial security, long-term deposits. Also, what others think about you, what others talk about you. In your case, this is your 7th lord going in the 8th house and also a Viparit Rajyog because 6th house is ruled by Capricorn. In all such cases, you have to understand that Saturn in Pisces energy and in the Uttara Bhadrapada energy in the 8th house is same as the Aquaman story that I gave you. It makes you a king only if you prove your worth. Otherwise, you are going to be just drowned in your aspirations and emotions. This is going to be emotionally overwhelming, overhauling, and this is going to be, I will say, a transformation that is more occult and spiritual in sense and will give you deep sense of life. But initially it might frustrate you and make you question a lot of things. This is a very philosophical transit. It will also impact your spouse's career, spouse's finances and spouse's family. This is going to be a time where you have to focus more on overall growth rather than thinking on short-term profits, especially if you want to book profits through speculative gains. Now, 7th lord in 8th house also means that this is going to transform your relationship with your spouse, with your in-laws, and the way you see security in life, which is good. Just ensure that you are not negative about everything. You are not pessimistic, but you are optimistic. Transformation is unavoidable, so allow the transformation to happen, but you need to ride the wave, not get drowned in it. And for that, you need to chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya continuously, doing the Nam Jap of Bhagwan Mahavishnu. And if you are too deep in trouble, doing Gajendra Moksh Jap, doing the Gajendra Moksh Upaya through Punneits and doing the Pitra Shanti will be a very good remedy, especially if you have Sun Rahu, Sun Ketu, Moon Rahu, Moon Ketu, Sun Saturn or Moon Saturn conjunction in your birth chart. Virgo. Now in case of Virgo, Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada is in the 7th house. Now 7th house is about relationship, it's about marriage, it's about contract. So it is going to make things formal. It is going to make you rethink your involvement in your marriage, in your business, in your contracts, and it is going to make things more and more monotonous, boring and formal. That means the casual relationships or casual ideas, some aspirations of partnership that are temporary may not survive. Something that is solid, something that is long-term, something that has meaning will only sustain Saturn's energy in Uttara Bhadrapada. It also means that if you carry any karmic burden related to marriage, this will get resolved and dissolved. If you are in a karmic marriage, then things might become a little easy. And in many cases, it might also mean separation, or at least mental separation, career-wise separation, two people working at different cities. These things will happen when Saturn will be in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. 7th house Saturn means your 6th lord is in the 7th house, and it will bring your attention towards finer details, finer problems, and it will force you to micromanage a lot of things. This might overburden you and might make you feel that you are too overloaded, but that's how it is. So if you are a businessman, this might create more expenses, operation cost might increase, and you might have to hire more people to do one simple task. And if you are a person who is in your home, if you are a homemaker, this might mean that the home responsibilities might overwhelm you, maybe because your body is not responding the way it should respond. Maybe you are not healthy and fit. In this case, your environment will matter the most. You need to create a positive environment, a happy environment. So wake up with a smile and try to follow the path of dharma. In this case, yoga, pranayam is going to really help you, especially if you are a housewife, and if you are a homemaker, if you are an elderly person, if you are not working, if you are a child, yoga, pranayam, dhyan, all this is going to help you. In this case, what we can do is we are launching yoga classes, yoga batches from 15th May at 4 p.m. Indian Standard Time and from 8 a.m. Indian Standard Time. So these two batches are available. You can join them. You can check on my website about yoga classes, or you can drop me an email. Changing your holistic circumstance will dramatically influence you because it is the 7th house, and 7th house planets directly aspect your lagna. If you are a Virgo moon sign, it will impact your moon. Now when Rahu Ketu will shift their axis, Ketu movement in the 12th house will also mean that you will focus more and more towards freedom from problems. And this is how you can do. In case of Libra, Saturn's Uttara Bhadrapada transit in your 6th house will trigger some deep-seated health issues which will turn out to be chronic in nature, but you will have to overcome it. Remember, 6th house Saturn is actually very good. Through hard work, you will succeed in winning over the diseases and your enemies. But Saturn's nature is to overwhelm you or overload you through karmic energies, and your karmic energies will be associated with your prarabdha karma. So there are certain challenges which you will have to go through, but because Jupiter will be in your 9th house, then doing specific karma will trigger the positive energy, and your ascendant is getting powerful. And because 6th lord is in 9th house, if you fulfill your duty and think duty as dharma, then naturally you will be out of the problem in no time. This means that if you are focusing on duty-bound approach, if you are ready to play the role that life wants you to play, even if that is not entertaining or something that you don't want, but if it is something that you have to fulfill, if you do that, you will be able to come out of any situation, any problem in life. And this is a very generic advice. It is true for everybody who is Libra ascendant or Libra moon sign. Now, 6th house may also bring legal issues, and some people might face challenges related to legality, paperwork, defamation cases, court cases. In this case, you have to follow the path of law. Anyone who is practicing law, if you are a lawyer, if you are into the economics, if you are into or if you are preparing for IAS competitive examination, this is going to be a perfect time to build a portfolio, build a career out of it, build a personality. And with Saturn along with Rahu means that new technological advancements are very much possible. Technology will help you cure your disease. So in this case, yoga, dhyan, pranayam as a holistic wellness will play a vital role. And if you want to focus on yoga, you can join our 15th May yoga class that starts on 15th May. This is one initiative done by me that you start connecting with your own self in a proper manner, in a holistic manner. Simple morning walk, eating right, waking up at right times, taking care of small things in your body, keeping yourself active can also help you in the long run. Uttara Bhadrapada energies means that you need to connect with your deep desires, and Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada will also connect you with your past life karma, with your pending karmas, and it will force you to fulfill it. So for some, this is the end, and for some, this might be the beginning of a journey that finishes your prarabdha. Scorpio. Now in case of Scorpio, Saturn's movement in Uttara Bhadrapada in 5th house may make you rethink about your engagement with your children, how much time you spend with them, what are their educational future. So this is going to make you a bit more worried about your children's future, maybe about their marriage or maybe about their education. So in this case, what you have to do is you will have to deal things with a lot of practicality, standing on the ground, knowing what is right and what is wrong, not imposing your own aspirations and your own desires over children. Couples who are trying for childbirth, who are facing medical issues, may get resolution of that through wellness, overall holistic well-being, and by following the path of Ayurveda along with modern medicine. So you need to have a mix of tradition plus modern. On the other hand, 5th house is about your experience. 5th house is about your ability to connect, communicate, especially in your romantic affairs. And Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada may make you write poetries. But this can also happen because of separation, breakups, and inner sadness. So this can make you more philosophical, more poetic, but that is not because of a good outcome, but it can be because of a karmic outcome. Necessary, but may not be pleasant. This Saturn also aspects your 11th house, which means that you might try to isolate yourself and find a different group of people with whom you can connect. In this case, my recommendation will be to join meditation classes, meditation groups. Try to find like-minded people and discuss with them. And if you are having any psychological problems, stress, OCD, anxiety, then you need to connect to spiritual people. And if that is not helping, then you need to counsel yourself, connect to a psychiatrist, psychologist. Do not hesitate to take help. Saturn in 5th house can also cause a little bit of delay because of health issues. In case of children, mothers need to be very careful about your role towards your own children. And this is the time when you need to gain experience and apply them in real life. But reading Bhagavad Gita is going to be very, very helpful, but you need to apply that in real life. Also, this can make you very idealistic in your approach, very idealistic. And this can make you very possessive. This can make you feel, I will say, not appreciated. In all such cases, you need to find a place where you are connected by your own self, you are connected with your own body and mind. So 30 minutes a day, give to yourself. Chanting Saraswati mantra, Mahavishnu mantra, or in simple Om chanting, Om, or Anahad Nad. That is going to help you a lot while Saturn is in the 5th house. Sagittarius. Now in case of Sagittarius Lagna, Sagittarius moon sign, Saturn in the 4th house is greatly connected to your heart, your Anahat Chakra. It is the time when you have to spread love. You will have to do things selflessly. Any act of selfishness might be challenged because Saturn can control the heart center and can make you feel lonely, isolated, lack of love. And if you are not a matured person, if you are a young boy, young girl, then this can make you feel that you are not loved or appreciated. This can affect people below the age of 20 greatly. And in this case, the role of mothers, the role of society towards them is very important. Shower love, show care, show warmth, and sometimes words are also important. Words convey your feelings. It converts your feeling into a formal statement. And that is what you should do. Appreciate people when needed. And appreciate yourself even when nobody appreciates you. Saturn in 4th house will also, in Uttara Bhadrapada, can also make you buy real estate properties close to river, water bodies, lakes. But you have to be very careful when you are trying to swim, when you are trying to swim in a swimming pool or a river, because the undercurrent can be little heavy. There is a fear of drowning in certain cases, especially if it is written in your chart. So stay away from unsupervised water sports. On the other hand, Saturn in 4th house in Uttara Bhadrapada will also resolve any karmic issues with your own home. So Vastu Shanti in your home is must, it's important. Doing Vastu remedies in your home can also help you in the long run. Helping afforestation, planting trees, giving water to trees, helping the nature flourish will make you happy. So go close to the mountains, just enjoy the joy of nature. Be in the presence of the divine itself. Also, meditating in your own home. Maybe people are not listening to you, maybe people are not understanding you, but you need to find space for yourself. That does not mean that you will be in your room and you will close the door and you will cut yourself off, but it means finding the like-minded people. On the other hand, this can also make you work a lot. You might drown yourself in work. Even in your own home, you are always working, but that's not going to be the solution. This is going to close your Anahat Chakra and can make you feel more sad. So you need to do something called as Pankaja Mudra, and you can say heart meditation. This will also make you feel happy. Do things like service, feeding people, serving the old people. That will make you very happy. Do not spoil your relationship with your own mother. When Saturn is in Uttara Bhadrapada, this is going to break a lot of karmic ties and bonds from a lot of toxic relations and people. So this is actually a good transit. Just ride the wave. Capricorn is a Saturn's ascendant. If you are a Capricorn moon sign, then your Janma Rashi, your birth Rashi is Capricorn and ruled by Saturn. For such, Saturn in the 3rd house is going to test your ability to work. It may also question your ability, your strategy, your planning. You may not be able to express yourself properly. So here is one tip. Prepare before you speak. Prepare before you are doing something. The more prepared you are, the more formally correct you are, the better your speech will be, the better your communication will be, the more message you will be able to transcend to the other party. This is going to be very important for people who are working in legal field, who are working in corporate sector, because one mistake can cost you your job. Saturn in the Uttara Bhadrapada in the 3rd house also means that you will be resolving your issues with your siblings, with your neighbor. Some travel may be possible, and that travel is also to resolve some issues in your life. So that does not mean that you will like it, but it means that you will have to do it. 3rd house energies also shows test of courage, test of willingness. Lethargy will creep in, and you might feel very negative about some things in life and you want to take an initiative, but fear will creep in. So in this case, being practical, taking one step at a time, documenting everything, and then trying to be correct about everything is the way. Perfectionist, you have to become a perfectionist here. Shani in the 3rd house in Uttara Bhadrapada seems like your hands are tied and then it's dipped into the water. You don't know what to do. The responsibility is high. You may question your ability. In this case, you need to have a calm and cool mind, and you need to have a very practical approach. Now, 3rd house also can be on neck and shoulder, so it can create neck and shoulder issues. It can create sinusitis related problems. So health wise, you need to be very careful when you're mixing hot and cold. Water related issues in the body can also rise. In all these cases, you have to take control of your own body and mind, and the more dharmic control you show, the better it will be. So yoga is the way, and it's the remedy for you. Aquarius. Aquarius is going to see something very different. So when Saturn goes in 2nd house in Uttara Bhadrapada, this energy is going to club with Rahu coming in the 1st house. So you cannot isolate Saturn's Uttara Bhadrapada, which means that this is going to increase your expectations from life but restrict your resources. So this can be very frustrating. Your family situation can also restrict you heavily, and people working in the technology sector or working from home, working from remote location will benefit from it. But say you have to go 5 days in office, then you will see that expenses will be unmanageable. Not for all, but for some. So what should you do? Here, you should focus more on savings. You should focus more on your future resources. You should focus more on your efforts to kind of manage the situation in the family and finances in such a way that you are securing 5 years from today. Your ascendant lord and your 12th lord is in the second house. So in certain cases, this can also create situation with job, situation with your money making ability. So financial security is actually in question, but this also means that you will take certain steps. And if those steps are right, this is going to resolve the age-old problem of poverty and lack of resources in your life. In this case, you should chant Gajendra Moksha and you should focus on cancelling the prarabdha rather than always seeking higher and higher designation or money. You should focus on worth of money. If you are earning something, what is the worth of it, where you are investing it, where you are spending it. Focusing on your dental health and your nutrition is also going to be the theme of 2025 Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada. Pisces. Now in case of Pisces ascendant, Saturn will be in your first house in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. So definitely this is going to affect your overall self, your overall mindset, your physical health. Shani being on the Lagna is going to make you focus more on disciplined lifestyle. This is going to make you more philosophical, more idealistic, and this idealistic approach should also be checked and filtered. Otherwise, too much of perfectionism, too much of idealism can also create challenges in your life, and sometimes this can put you into a situation where you are defending the wrong thing in the first place. So you need to be very cautious and careful which ocean are you diving into. You should know the consequence of your actions. Saturn in the first house is also going to work on your personality, and this Uttara Bhadrapada energies may also mean that it can make you feel a little heavy emotionally. This emotional heaviness will be more for people who are Pisces moon sign. Obviously, it is your Sadasati. And if you are an Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, this is even harder for you. In this case, Rahu's 12th house position may want you to run away, to be free. So you will have to find a middle path. One, fulfilling your responsibility, and second, trying to set yourself free. You will have to find a middle ground that some days you are fulfilling your responsibility and then you are also taking a break from work and doing things that you like. If you completely want to get rid of your responsibility, that won't happen. If you completely drown yourself in responsibility, that will hurt your emotional well-being and your own energies. This is the time to focus more on your Agya Chakra, the third eye chakra, and have a laser sharp focus. And whatever you are doing, do it with a lot of ambition, do it with a lot of courage and will and wish. Otherwise, you may feel that life is dragging you and you are just taking things as a burden. You need to be more optimistic instead of being pessimistic. In this case, doing certain meditation, certain japa, doing Shani Shanti and Pitra Shanti are very, very essential. If you have Vishti Karan in your horoscope, you will have to do Vishti Karan Shanti.